We start this video with an arrangement question. 8 players P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W sitting in a square table in such a way that 4 of them sits at the four side and the remaining 4 persons are sitting at the corners. So friends, they have said that these players like different games such as chess, football, tennis, badminton, and similarly 8 games have been given. So friends, yesterday we have shown one arrangement question. In that arrangement question, which is similar to this question, but in the yesterday video we have found that there are square table and 8 persons are sitting. But in the yesterday video they have said that the person who are sitting at the corners are facing outside and the remaining person are facing inside. But in this arrangement question, similarly we know that square table, 8 persons are there, 4 persons are sitting at the side and remaining 4 persons are sitting at the corner. But we doesn't know who faces center and who faces outside. So practice these types of question more. Why? Because nowadays bank exams are concentrating on these types of question. In the main exams, I'm not talking about the prelims exam, I'm talking about the main exam where you can find these types of question in many bank exams, right? Okay friends, let me move on to the first line. Q faces the center of the table and does not sit at any corner. So friends, they have said that the person Q is facing center and the person Q is not sitting at the corner, right? If the person Q is not sitting at the corner, then we can say that the person Q is sitting at any one side, right? So let me keep this Q here, and in the first line they have said that Q faces the center. So Q faces the center. So you know that my methodology, we used to draw more than 2 or 3 conditions, right? Okay. Second point, V sits off one of the corner between cricketer and the boxer. So friends, they have said that V is sitting between cricketer and a boxer, right? Okay, let me take this as a clue that between cricketer and the boxer, the person V is sitting. Friends, they have said that between cricketer and boxer, right? Either boxer can be here and cricketer can be here, right? Okay, but they have said that between cricketer and boxer, the person V is sitting. W sits second to right of football player who faces the center. So friends, in the third line, W sits second to right of football player, right? So we don't know where is football player. Okay, let me take this as a condition. Football player right hand side at the third place. See friends, W sits second to right of football player. So football player at the right hand side, second place W. And they have clearly said that who faces center. That means the player football, the person who likes football, he is facing center. So friends, according to the third line, see here friends, football player right hand side at the second place W is sitting and the person who likes football, he is facing center. Okay, fourth point, the badminton player sits third to left of Q. So Q left hand side at the third place badminton player, friends. Here it is Q, right? So Q left hand side will be this side. So 1, 2, 3. So definitely a badminton should come here, right? Q left hand side at the third place badminton. So similarly in this condition, Q left hand side badminton. Okay. S sits opposite to W. So friends, they have said that S and W is sitting opposite to each other. So let me take this clue as S and W are sitting opposite to each other. Okay. P sits on the corner exactly opposite to T. So friends, P is sitting at a corner but he is sitting opposite to T. Okay, because there are more conditions, right? So let me keep P and T are sitting opposite to each other, but P and T are sitting at the corners, right? That is important. Okay, next point. The football player sits third to right of hockey player. So hockey player right hand side at the third place football player is sitting. Hockey player right hand side third place. Okay. Hockey player right hand side at the third place football player is sitting. We don't know whether hockey player is facing center or not, right? Okay friends, the chess player does not facing center. The chess player is not facing center. Okay, then we can clearly say that the person who likes chess should definitely faces outside. Still we can't able to fix anything, friends. Okay, no problem. The boxer sits opposite to Q. So friends, they have said that the boxer is sitting opposite to Q. If it is Q here, then definitely we can confirm that boxer should be placed here, and here it is Q, so we can say that boxer should be placed here. So opposite to Q, boxer is sitting. So friends, see here friends, between cricketer and boxer, we know that the person V is sitting, right? So let me do one thing, either cricketer can come here or cricketer can come here, right? So let me take this condition as 1 and place cricketer here, right? So between boxer and cricketer, V should come, or otherwise between boxer and cricketer, this badminton can be V, right? In both the cases, between boxer and cricketer, the person V is sitting, right? And let me rub this condition, friends, because we have completed this, and try to fix any other clue here. Hockey, football. Okay, no way. Okay, let me move on to the next point, friends. The boxer sits opposite to Q, also faces in opposite direction of Q. So friends, they have said that the boxer sitting opposite to Q and the person who is boxer is facing opposite to Q. Friends, we know that the Q person is facing center. So definitely we can say that the boxer should face us outside. So the boxer is facing outside. Okay. Next point. And sitting between hockey and badminton player. See here, friends, also faces opposite direction of Q. The person boxer is facing opposite direction of Q and sitting between hockey and badminton player. Hockey and badminton player. We know that this is badminton, so definitely we should be hockey, right? And here it is boxer and here it is badminton, so definitely this should be hockey. So friends, clear on the point, most important point, the boxer sitting opposite to Q also faces opposite direction. So when we compare to Q, is facing opposite direction, and this boxer is sitting between badminton and hockey player. Okay, next point, whether we can fix anything, friends. Friends, see here, I think hockey right hand side at a third place football, right? They have said that hockey right hand side third place football. So let me do one thing. If hockey is player sitting outside, then we can say that right hand side third place football. If hockey player faces inside, then right hand side this should be football. We have two possibility. So let me move on to this point, friends. If the person hockey is facing center, right hand side 1, 2, 3, we can't able to place football. So in this condition we can say that the person hockey is facing outside. So right hand side 1, 2, 3, this should be football. So friends, got the point, right? Hockey right hand side third place football. If I place the person hockey faces center, then hockey right hand side will be this side. So 1, 2, 3 we can't able to place football. So hockey is facing outside, then 1, 2, 3 football, and football right hand side at a second place W. So football right hand side at a second place W. So this should be W, and W and S are facing opposite, right? So W and S are facing in opposite direction, and the person chest. Okay, P and T. We can't able to fix anything, right? But in this condition number 1, we have two possibilities between hockey and football, friends. Okay, not to worry about that. Let me move on to the next point. Okay, T, who is badminton player, sits immediate right to tennis player. So friends, they have said that T is a badminton player, so definitely we can place T here, right? Friends, see here, friends, in this condition number 1, we can place T as badminton, because in the question they have said that T, who is badminton player, so T should be badminton player. But in this condition number 2, we can't able to place T, because already we have fixed as V as badminton player, but in the question they have said that T should be badminton player. So I can say that this condition is exactly wrong, so this is eliminated, right? Okay, this is completely eliminated. Now they have said that the person T is a badminton player and sitting, they have said I'm sitting immediate right of tennis player. So if immediate right of tennis player, then this should be tennis player, where tennis player right hand side badminton. So definitely we can say that the person tennis player is facing outside. Okay, if we know badminton, try to fix anything, friends. Okay, friends, see here, friends, hockey right hand side at the third place football, right? And if I fix the person who is facing hockey is facing inside. If I fix the person hockey is facing inside, then right hand side third place we can't able to place football. So I think let me fix hockey, the person who is facing outside, then right hand side 1, 2, 3. So this should be football. Friends, got the point? Right? If the person hockey faces center, then we can't able to place football, right? And we know that football right hand side at a second place W. So 1, 2, this should be W. And we know that W and S are facing each other, right? So W and S are sitting opposite to each other, and try to fix any other values, friends. Okay, we can rub this, and we know that P and T are opposite, right? Sitting opposite. So and they have clearly said that the person P and T are sitting at the corners. We know that T is here, so definitely P should be placed, and remaining or U is there, and R, right? We don't know whether U comes or U comes here. Okay, there are two person, friends, still. One is U and another is R, but we have fixed the remaining things, and we know that the person who is facing outside or likes chess, right? But we doesn't know either P likes chess or this person likes chess. Okay, let me move on to the next point, friends. Don't want to confuse anything. The tennis player faces the direction, same direction of the U. Tennis player is facing same direction as you. What about you, friends? We know that the tennis player is S, right, and same direction as you, but we don't know where is you. Okay, no problem. Let me move on to the next point. The immediate neighbors of Q are facing opposite direction. The immediate neighbor of Q, friends, see here friends, the immediate neighbor of Q facing opposite direction. We know that the person Q is facing center, so these two persons should definitely face us outside. Okay, and the person who is facing outside likes chess, so this should be chess, or this can be also chess. Okay, no problem. Then they have said that the hockey player sits exactly opposite to kabaddi player. Okay, the hockey player sits exactly opposite to kabaddi player. So hockey player and kabaddi player are sitting exactly opposite to each other, and definitely the person who is facing outside should be chess, right? Now only thing is that we need to find who is U and who is R, right? That is important, because if I fix U, this can be also U, right? Okay, no problem. The one who is an immediate left of U is faces the same direction as W. So friends, they have said that the person who is immediate left of U is facing the same direction as W, right? So only thing is that we need to confirm U, because if I place U left hand side is S, this person should be equal to W, but we don't know what is the person W, whether the W is facing center or not. Okay, let me move on to the last point, friends. R sits third to left of W, so W left hand side at a third place R. So friends, listen carefully. W left hand side at a third place R, so I can definitely say that W should face a center. So left hand side 1, 2, 3, and this should be R, and remaining only person, this should be U. And they have said that in the previous line, the one who is an immediate left of U, the immediate left of U will be badminton, faces the same direction as W. We know that W is facing center, so this badminton player should also face a center. So finally we have concluded that some persons are overall facing center, friends. The person cricketer facing center, the person who likes football facing center, and similarly the person who likes badminton facing center, and all the remaining persons are facing outside. So friends, try to practice these types of questions more and more if you are going for IBPS PO main exams. Let me move on to this Caselet question. So friends, Caselet is one of the topic in aptitude which is most important for main exam, friends. I think these are the questions can't be seen in prelims exam, but in every bank exam, that is in every main exam, you can definitely see these types of questions for a 3 or 5 marks. Friends, either they can ask a set theory question, or otherwise they can ask a Caselet question. Friends, Caselet is that we need to frame a tabular column by using a question, and we need to find all the values, and after finding all the values, we need to find what the remaining 3 question that is asked in this topic, right? So friends, listen carefully. If you are going for IBPS PO mains, before going for this main exam, kindly practice more than 10 questions in this Caselet topic and also in the set theory topic. Why? Because it is most important, friends. Okay friends, let me move on to this question. The student of a school have an option to study only English, only Hindi, or both English and Hindi. Out of 280 students, boys and girls are in ratio 3:4. So friends, in the first 4 lines they are saying that in a classroom there are 280 students. Out of this 280 students, boys and girls are in ratio 3:4, and there are only option to study or only English, or only Hindi, or both English and Hindi. So I have just framed a tabular column, and this is column for boys and this column is for girls, and the person who are studying only English, only Hindi, and both English and Hindi. So friends, they are saying that 280 is the total number of students, and there are boys and girls and ratio 3:4, friends. So let me find what is the total number of boys. So 3 divided by total ratio, that is 7. So 7 4s are 28, that is 40. 40 into 3 will be 120. So I can say that 120 will be boys. If 120 will be boys, we know that the total classroom has 280. If 120 is boys, then 160 will be girls. So initially we need to find what is total number of boys and total number of girls. So finally we found that boys is 120 and girls is 160, right? So total will be 280. Okay. First point, friends. 40% of boys opted for only English. So friends, we know that boys only English will be this region. They are saying that 40% of boys. Friends, 120 will be boys. What is 10% of 120? Will be 12. So we need to find 40%. So 12 into 4 will be 48. So I can say that 48. So friends, listen carefully. 10% will be 12. But we need to find what is 40%. So 10% will be 12. So 12 into 4 will be 40%. That is 12 into 4 will be 48. So we have found that only English, the boys is 48. Okay friends, next point. 45% of students opted for only Hindi. So friends, listen carefully. 45% of students opted for only Hindi. Whether they are talking about boys or talking about girls? No. See here friends, 45% of student. That means 45% of total students. So 45 divided by 100, the total students will be 280. Right, so 45% of the students are in only Hindi friends. So this is the region for only Hindi, right? The total, they are talking about total number of boys and girls, that is only Hindi is 45% of the total students, right? So let me try to cancel 0 and 0 friends. Either we can calculate 50 minus 5%, right? This is your wish. So let me cancel this on 2 table, that is 5 and 40. When we cancel this on 5 table 9, 14 into 9 will be 126. So 126. So I can say that 126 will be the person who are studying only Hindi, that is both boys and girls are in a ratio 126, right? Okay friend, next point. Out of total girls, 35% opted for both the subject friends. Okay, only girls will be 160 friends. Out of this 160, they are saying that the girls who are studying both English and Hindi will be 35%. So friends, listen carefully. 160, we need to find what is 35%, right? What about 10% friends? 10% will be 16. 16 into 3 will be 30%. So I can say that 16 into 3 will be 48 friends. So I can say that 48 will be 30%. So remaining will be 5%. 1% will be 1.6, 5% will be 8. So I can say that 48 plus 8 will be 56. So the total is 56. So friends, be faster on calculating a percentage, right? In many videos and many data interpretation videos, I have told you that percentage is most important. If you are weak in percentage, though if you calculate like this, but be faster, right? That is important. Always be faster on finding the value of percentage, friends. Okay, then we have found that both English and Hindi, the total girls were speaking as 56. Okay, next point. The number of boys who opted for only Hindi and that of those who opted for both the language are in a ratio 3:1. Okay friends, I think most important point. See here friends, most important point, the number of boys who opted for only Hindi. We know that the boys who opted for only Hindi will be this region, right? And that of those who opted for both the subject, and this is the boys who opted for both the subjects, are in a ratio 3:1 friends. So we can say that this is 3:1 ratio. So friends, listen carefully friends. We know that the total number of boys is 120 and the person who is studying only English is 48. So let me subtract 120 minus 48. Friends, can you understand this? So I can say that 72 is remaining. So out of this 72, I can say that the boys are in a ratio 3:1. So let me find how many boys are preparing for only Hindi. That is how many boys are opted for only Hindi. We know that 3:1 will be ratio. So 3 divided by total ratio is 4 into 72. So friends, clear on the concept, right? So we try to cancel this 18. So 18 into 3 will be 54. So I can say that this only Hindi will be 54. We know that 3:1 ratio. If it is 54, then 1 ratio will be definitely 18. So friends, clear on the concept, which is most important line friends. They are in a ratio 3:1. We know the total number of boys is 120. So subtract only English boys, that is 48. The remaining will be 72. And this 72 shows that the remaining ratio are 3:1. So let me find how many boys are preparing for only Hindi. Sorry, how many boys are opted for only Hindi. That is 3 divided by total ratio 4 into 72. So I can say that 54 were opted for only Hindi. And we know that this is in a ratio called 3:1. If this is 3 ratio, then 1 ratio will be 18. So I can say that both English and Hindi, the boys who are opted is 18. Right? Okay. Friends, I think remaining will be so easy friends. Why? Because see friends, here it is 54 and we know that this only in the total will be 126. So definitely we can say that this should be 72, right? And remaining, we know that 160 girls are there. So 72 plus 56. And the remaining will be 32, I think, right? 32, right? 32 will be remaining. So 32 will be only English, that is girls. So friends, after framing this tabular column, solving the remaining question will be so easy friends. You should be faster only on framing this tabular column. And kindly my advice is, if you are going for IBPS PO, take many books and try to practice this Caselets topics and also set theory topic, because these questions can be definitely seen in many main exam friends. So friends, I think today you have enjoyed this video by learning one superb arrangement question and caselet question. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you on next video. Bye.